So I was having this thought the other day, which I totally forgot something. It is right in front of me. But I was having this thought the other day because I was like scrolling through Instagram and I was also like on TikTok and you know, everyone's talking about Coachella and the outfits and whatever, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of bored with fashion. Like the fashion, like as of in the past, like honestly about 3 to 4 years, I've been so bored with it. There have been like very few outfits I've seen maybe public figures or other people wear where I'm like, oh my God, that is such like, I am in love with this, right? And this is so good. This looks amazing. This is so unique. And I was just thinking like, maybe it's just like a me thing. Like, am I just being, I don't know, a hater? Like, am I just being picky? And I know this is kind of ironic while I'm saying this with literally just a black tank top on. In my defense, though, I am at home and literally doing nothing, and I'm getting ready for no reason. Well, not no reason, for this video. I'm getting ready for you guys. Get ready for you. Get ready with me for you. And so I was just like, why am I so, like, unimpressed, you know, with recent fashion or fashion trends? And it just got me thinking, like, I know that, of course, all of us are like susceptible to any sort of trends going on or like to this certain like landscape of either fashion or internet culture or humor, you know, like all of us are susceptible to that. And that's like, okay, right? Because that's just like the state of like the world or what's going on at that current moment. And I don't think it's bad to fall into trends. I don't have an issue with that. I've done it before and I'll do it again. Not that like, I'm like, oh my God, no one is like doing it differently, right? It's just I keep seeing the same thing over and over again without like a certain flair, I guess, like someone's own take on a trend or someone's own like twist on a trend, right? Like I haven't really seen much of that. And I think a lot of also of the trends going on, like in particular, I have in mind a lot of like minimalist like looks, right? Like just a nice fitted like jean or bottom or like, you know, a simple white tee or shirt is very, very big. I feel like especially within like Gen Z women. And I feel like that's a lot to do with honestly the conservatism that's going on within our culture. And don't get me wrong, like I love a nice like basic sort of well-tailored fit, like well-tailored dress or outfit. And like for instance, Jackie Kennedy was very, very famous for her outfits and how, you know, they looked and how unique they were, especially for the time and being a first lady, right? And they were really well tailored. They were just really chic, simple outfits, but like you could tell, you know, throughout all of these outfits, she had her own sort of style to them. She had her own sort of flair, like maybe a little accessory or a little this or that, or she wore it a certain way, or she matched it a certain way. I don't know. Like, does that make sense? Also, by the way, I am literally not a fashion historian or have studied fashion at all. I'm just a girl with opinions. And I want to share them. I saw all the rage about like when Love Story came out. Like literally everybody was eating up CBK's outfits, which I get, you know, they're cute, right? But I'm just like, it's nothing too extraordinary, right? Or really groundbreaking, I guess. It's just very, you know, well-tailored, clean fits because she worked in fashion and she was on the go, right? She was a busy New Yorker and she wore them with confidence and with a suave that was like truly her own. Like you can't just wear what she put on. You don't have the sort of personality or the confidence go along with it, right? And that's what she had. And on top of it, also she literally like was a party girl and she was having a good time. And that's why she never wore jewelry, because she was just like, I'm gonna lose this, right? I don't know. Like that's why it's like, you know, I saw so many videos where like, you know, people are like, this is how you get the CBK look. You know, this is how you get the CBK look. And I'm like, it's literally just like, get a pair of Levi jeans and like a white shirt. You're done. Sometimes like you just need that sort of suave, right? Or you need to really make it feel like it's authentically you. That's what comes to fashion, I feel like, all in all, is you can tell like, this just isn't you or authentically you. Like this is definitely just like a little like I don't want to say front, you know, but it's a facade. That was a whole lot of nothing. That was a whole bunch of word soup. I feel like I got that across okay. Probably not. You know what? I've definitely, like, I've worn just, like, a basic tee and, like, some jeans, but I wear it in a way where I'm like, I like skinny jeans. I know, sue me. Worst thing to apparently like now. I like to wear skinny jeans here and there, right? And, like, a cute little, like, simple black, like, tank top and some heels. Because I like that look. It's very, like, America's Next Top Model, like, your ghosty look, right? I like that. And that's how, like, it's authentically me, where I'm like, I feel confident, I feel good, I feel like this is, like, you know, me. And that's why it looks good. What was I talking about again? I totally forgot. I feel the same way about, like, whenever someone tries to dress, like, alt, you can tell, like, this is just, like, this just isn't them whatsoever. You're putting these certain pieces together like it's a costume, basically. And hey, you know, my emo culture is not your costume. I will always be emo and alt. And I don't have to dress a certain way to, like, make people think that, you know, because I'm an adult and I don't have to fit in a certain box. Anyway, like, for instance, okay, this might be such a crazy opinion. Probably not. But I don't really like Machine Gun Kelly's, like, pop punk music whatsoever. I don't like any of his music, to be fair, you know, and that's just me, because I feel like he's kind of a, this might sound bad, I feel like because he got dissed so hard and his rap career wasn't doing as well, and when he got dissed by Eminem so hard, he was like, okay, I'm gonna retransition and go to pop punk. I feel like it just didn't come off as, like, very authentic, you know, because he's like, okay, now I can make money off this. Like, you know, make a 180 and make money off of this genre now and dress a certain way and then make music like this. That sounds like, I'm sorry, it sounds like commercial. It sounds way too, like, manufactured. And, like, that goes along with the style, too, where he's like, yeah, like, I'm so punk and, like, pop punk, right? I feel like you're playing dress up, you know? I feel like you're playing dress up to be, like, some cool, edgy kid. Honestly, maybe that's just, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, though. And I felt, like, the same way when, like, the whole style of, like, being, like, an e-boy or, like, an e-girl was very, very big, like, around COVID. I was just like, you gotta be kidding. Like, I used to be, like, kind of looked at weird and kind of picked on a little bit for my style that was considered, like, odd or, like, outrageous or whatever, because I would dress kind of, like, alternative or very mismatched, wearing this because, like, it's cool to be, like, alternative, or it's cool to dress like this, and you actually truly aren't dressing like this because you want to. It's just because, like, oh, it's a trend now. All that to say, like, over the past couple years, I've been thinking, like, when was the last time I saw someone that, whose style I'm like, wow, this is, like, amazing. This is, like, incredible. This is so unique. They're being true to themselves. Like, they just, like, I can't get enough of it. Or, like, they're playing on to the certain trend to make it look really good. And there's two people that I could really think of. One was Emma Chamberlain, and the other one was Chappell Roan. And the thing is, like, you know what? Even if, like, you don't like Chappell Roan, which is totally okay, like, I think her music's, like, fun. You know, I'm not a big fan of hers. But I think she's, like, one of the artists where I'm like, I think she has fun with her style and what she's wearing, and likes to, you know, wear kind of these, like, you know, eccentric outfits because she enjoys it and she enjoys the look of it and whatever. It feels, like, authentic to her. And I feel like Emma Chamberlain, like, throughout the years, she's kind of found her own style. I really haven't seen anybody or very few people, like, wear or do, or, like, honestly more like normal or, like, chic fits. But it's true to herself, you know? She has her own little spunk. And I really like her fashion. And those are, like, the two people who I'm like, I'm excited to see what they're wearing or what they're doing with their fashion or with their looks. I'm not gonna lie, I think a lot of people are also maybe hesitant to be more extravagant or out of the box with their looks, because honestly I think with the way the internet culture has grown has been like, if you don't fit into the certain mold, you are cringe. You know, or if you do something that's like slightly odd, you're cringe or weird, right? Like so many people especially are just like, I don't want to like stand out, right? Because like, oh, this looks weird or off. Like for instance, you know what, once again, you don't have to like her, especially with like everything going on with like your security guard or whatever. It's totally fine, right? I you know, have my thoughts about her, but I believe it was the Grammys, her Grammys look, Chapel's Grammys look, where she's wearing that like kind of sheer looking dress. I thought that was so sick. I thought she looked so good, and I thought it looked so like cool. And I was like, this is like, no one else is wearing like stuff like this. It's so like different, you know? And also I think it was like a vintage piece, if I'm not, you know, mistaken. Like this was considered like this is not groundbreaking. This is like this sort of like style or like breaking edge pieces of fashion have been around forever. And people were like, what's good? This is so odd. I don't get it. Right? I'm like, this is so, guys, like, this is so sick. Like, I love this. I want to see more of this, right? And like the fake, I think it was like the fake tattoos also all around. Oh my God, I would wear that. I would wear that, you know? You know, I just thought of someone else for like, who does wear out like a little bit more like simple or well-tailored outfits that are also very like unique and true to her fashion, is Zendaya. I think Zendaya's outfits are very, very well tailored. They're very, you know, most of them are pretty simple. However, like you can tell the way she just like wears it. I mean, also like her stylist is great. The way she just like wears it with such confidence, carries the outfit with so much confidence. It truly feels like it's made for her. You know what I mean? The outfit isn't wearing her. She's wearing the outfit, right? A lot of these micro trends that go on and then leave like literally like 2 months later are so big, and I think it does tie into why I'm so bored with what everyone's wearing. It's like, really, like, this is okay, this is big, right? Fine, right? Let me see what, like, you know, how people are gonna wear it. And then it's like done. And I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. I can't really think of anything right now, but I still really like those printed sort of graphic tees that were big in the early 2020s. I think those are still so cute. I would totally wear them now, honestly. Oh my God, my eye is so itchy. Also, like, so many of these, like, fashion, like, influencers are, like, I swear, all of them hate, like, skinny jeans. You guys have to be kidding me. Like, you can style skinny jeans, like, in so many different ways, just like, you know, any other fit of jeans, right? I don't know why it became such a thing to hate on skinny jeans. Like, there's like maybe few styles of skinny jeans where I'm like, okay, no, like this one with like all like the little crinkles on like the knees and such. I'm just like, okay, maybe that's not like the look, you know, I would go for a skinny jean, but you know what? Make it your own. Make it your own. I truly think that you can make any sort of fit or style of jeans look good. I'm gonna bring back skinny jeans. Oh my God, what if I got Hot Topic skinny jeans right now? Honestly, like, no, I'll just thrift them. You know what though? When I do go thrifting, I'm just like, I cannot find like, it's hard for me to find like a good, like a size that fits me right. You know, especially like when you're like petite, everything is like, I hate to sound like, oh, I'm just so small, woo woo, right? It's not like that. No, seriously. Like, it does like affect the way like how pants fit you. Sometimes they are like a little too long at the end, but like at the waist they'll fit you well. And that's just really annoying when thrifting. So I try to thrift and make sure a lot of my clothes are thrifted. There are certain times where like I have to buy this from like a website or a company, right? Video where like this girl, I have to find her. But she's going to Coachella, right? And she's like, okay, I want to do like a 2012 Coachella, like sort of outfit, right? Like, that's so fun. And I'm like, yes, I love that. It's like, that's the vibe, right? And she's wearing like the short, long tank top, which was so big. She's wearing that. And then some like high-waisted shorts, or like more like mid-waisted shorts, and a flower crown, right? Little boots. It was perfect, right? And she was saying, she's like, yeah, like some people are like, why are you wearing that? You know? Why don't you like crop your tank top or whatever? It's just like, that's not everything has to be cropped. Not everything has to be cropped, but I was just like, oh my God, like people were giving you comments about that. That just shows that like you did it right. It also shows like your outfit is like sick. I also fear I might have blush blindness. I'm part of the time. I'm part of the 2026 trends. Blush blindness. Honestly, I'm okay being blind with blush. Looking like a little clown. I am so sorry if you couldn't follow along with this entire video. I barely did too. I literally don't know where my train of thought is going at any time. So if you're still here and you decide to stick with me on this journey, thank you so much. Okay, bye.